Hey, everybody, Stephanie the Medium here. Well, what am I here to talk about? What everybody's talking about, and that is Will Smith versus Chris Rock. Why is this such a big issue? Okay, I'm going to tell you why. And it's for a few reasons. Okay. So it has to do with love, it has to do with relationships, it has to do with judgment and triggers. So we all know a little something about love, right? And we all have different types of relationships. We've all been guilty of judgment or being judged. And this situation that happened at the Oscars might have triggered you or triggered people around you. So it started a discussion. So you'll see all over social media, people are talking about it. Probably you have a friend list on your cell phone where you're texting about it. So why am I talking about this? A few reasons. So I actually realized that I was feeling the heaviness of all the emotions of everybody around me and the emotions of people that are not around me because I feel too much, but that's a separate issue. Anyway, okay, so why does this issue strike so hard? So first, what happened? Chris Rock said something inappropriate about Jada Pinkett Smith. Her husband, Will Smith, got defensive and went on stage and smacked him in the face. Okay. Now, each side is filled with heavy emotions. So no matter what side you're on, you're feeling some type of way, right? Okay. So let's go through these four items I'd like to talk about today. First, love. We've all experienced love in some way. We've all loved others in some way, whether that be our parents, our loved ones, our own children, ourselves, hopefully, right? So, and when we fall in love, a lot of people, you're not just in a relationship with you and that partner, right? As you should be. No, a lot of people have something to say about whatever you're going through. So when you're in love or when you love someone, we often feel like love should work a certain way. But this particular issue had to do with cheating and other people's opinions around that. Now, did Jada Pinkett Smith or Will Smith start this conversation about their relationship? Not at the Oscars, okay? Yes, they've talked about it, but not at the Oscars, right? So we've all loved and we feel that we should be loved a certain way. With that said, we feel others should love others a certain way, right? So, but does this have anything to do with us? Not really. But the issue is we all experience different types of relationships, whether it's a friendship, a romantic relationship, whatever it is, right? So in relationships, we love hard. And when we're hurt people hurt people. So, and then there's the piece of judgment. If people have a lot to say about other people's relationships without knowing the situation around it. So no matter what you're going through, there's always a situation around you, right? There's always the energy around. This is something I talk about a lot. The energy surrounding the situation impacts the situation itself. So where this particular issue started with a couple and two people, the situation around it, so whoever got involved in this relationship and whoever has opinions on what happened affect the relationship itself. Okay. And then people get triggered. So they get triggered because they've experienced hurt in their lives. They get hurt because they've hurt others in their lives and in their relationships. So people can feel a multitude of ways about this. But really, I need you to ask yourselves, what is this bringing out in you? Because does it really matter what you feel about what this celebrity did with this celebrity? Does it really matter? No. Does it impact the situation around the relationship? Absolutely. So, do you have any right to comment or have an opinion? Sure. But what is it bringing out in you and your history of your relationships and your love history of loving another or someone loving you and hurting you? Okay. What's triggering you right now? I want you to look at this relationship. Look at, this is how I feel about judgment. Let me just start there. With judgment, until humanity realizes that we're all here to learn a lesson and several lessons, and we're all here to live our lives and experience the good, the bad, the ugly, and the in between. And until we realize that every single person around us, whether we want to call them good, bad, ugly, or in between, they all impact our lives. They are the situation around us. We need these people. We need these situations around our situation because it impacts how we learn and how we grow. So until humanity realizes that we're all part of different journeys, but we're all part of each other's journey, then there will always be judgment. There will always be hatred. Somebody will always feel some type of way, and people will always have something to say, and usually something negative to say. So with all of these words, what I'm trying to say is we are all needed. The good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between. We all experience love. We all experience different types of relationships. We all have a need to grow and learn. And we are part of each other's situation around the situation that we experience. So what I'd like to offer in this video is a different perspective. Let's have some compassion. Let's see what's being triggered within ourselves, and let's work on that. Because all of these things happen for a reason, right? These things light a fire in us for a reason. I felt very heavy today because I could feel the emotions of others being triggered about this particular event. Then I realized it's because so many people are in pain, so many people are hurting, so many people have hurt others, and it triggers us all. Whether you're the empath that feels it all, or you in some way you feel responsible because this is triggering something within you, the best thing we can do is learn from this. Learn, why is it lighting up something within you? Why is it triggering you in some kind of way? What can you learn from this? And could you have some sympathy for whoever you're judging in this scenario? So something to think about, because it's a lot and I don't want to overwhelm you with too much, but let's start there and just figure out what's being triggered within. How can I shift this? How can I gain some compassion? And what is this saying about my own life and my own experience and my own experiences around love, around relationships, around judgment, around triggers related to all of this. So something to think about. Often maybe we've been cheated on, or we've cheated, and instead of feeling like you're in the relationship, you're worried about what other people are judging you about. And whether you want to remain in that relationship or not, that is simply up to you. And as long as it's in for your greatest good, in your best interests, I have no issue with it. But it's something you have to ask yourself. Are you hurting yourself by going back? Are you hurting yourself by listening to everybody else's opinions? Are you hurting yourself by avoiding a conversation because you don't want to look a certain way? You don't want to be judged by certain people that maybe love you? I'm here to tell you that you're on your journey. You're not on this journey for everybody else. And at the end of the day, what people feel and what people are going to judge about you, yes, impacts your situation, but ultimately it's up to you to make those decisions, to feel empowered by those decisions, and to move forward. Continue with your walk, because you're the only one on your walk. And that is the most important thing that you're here to do. Walk. Don't let anyone stop you from your walk. Okay? Let yourself be you. Let yourself take chances. Let yourself hurt when you feel like you need to hurt. Let yourself cry when you need to cry. Let yourself laugh when you need to laugh. But let yourself experience all of it. All of it. Because that's what it's all about. I hope that lit a fire in you. I hope that triggered you in the best way. Again, this is Stephanie the Medium, and I'm out. But please leave a comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this.